And 8-3 all time against Mike White.
Ability to throw after or at this Texas team who has not seen her yet this year.
All 400 hitters to start off today against Keegan Rothrock. Here's the 1-2. Chopped to short, and a good charge by Riley Holtorf. One down.
And they have the big boppers. Wow.
And a punch out for Rothrock, 2 down.
And Rothrock, second consecutive batter that she got up 0-2, and then she just gets to play.
Hands will make up for it.
Little dribbler out in front, and Rothrock airmails it down the line, and the backup by Shoemaker out in right, and Mia will hold at first. Infield hit with 2 outs. Swing and a miss. And a couple of strikeouts for Rothrock. Texas will strand 1. And Kavan's pitch device is not working. But how about the other 3 closer to the bottom? This is how deep their lineup goes. Senior out of Odessa, Florida. Little short game. Scott with the scoop. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming. And Shoemaker draws the 1-out walk. Right back to Teagan. Over to first. Right back to Kavan, who's able to knock it down and go to first. Gets a hold of that, and nobody's going to catch that one in a Florida jersey. Solo shot to open up the scoring for the Longhorns.
Jolie Mitchell. I mean, and this is getting passed down in the 5-hole behind Reese Atwood. She had talked about being able to understand a part of the plate. And in this case, she knew Keegan Rothrock was going to come middle in. And that's exactly what she's looking. Look at where the pitch location is.
That's a good sign for the Longhorns. 39-2 when they score first this year. The last 40 years. Started out by winning game 1. And that was a screwball. Good, pops it up right side. And in foul territory, Reagan Walsh has it. 500 team.
Get together.
Wallace, a surprise.
You better step up and help her.
Weekend right there. Can she get on base? Ninth pitch of the at-bat. And take strike 3. And the strike them out, throw them out, and they're going to get Stewart.
Florida softball, we need other communities too.
Here's Corby Otis. Mia Scott will cut it off at third.
Ball down.
Ball down.
Power, the 6 home runs last year, 19 this year.
Right back to Kavan. This time she will try and turn 2. They'll get the lead runner.
Well, they've been, you can tell, they're looking for the ball.
She sends it opposite, and Stewart almost made a heck of a play. Cahalan rips that out to center, and Henry well positioned. At 7:30. That's a fair ball right out in front of the dish, and Jocelyn Erickson, the Gold Glove catcher, a screwball her first time up. And a slow roller to Cahalan. Nice check of the runner.
She was extra mad.
Inside out swing there to short. Return to the MAC. And it's been a while. Holtorf pops it up. Scott right there guarding the line. Taylor Shoemaker walked back in the first. Sends that one deep. Back towards the track, and Henry.
And that's where I give Reese Atwood so much credit.
During the Sooner dynasty. And short, nice scoop for 1, and the turn by Williams almost got her, but Mitchell safe at first as they erase Reese Atwood.
Well, and that's just knowing your defense behind you, because Rothrock looked like she was going to go.
Stewart off the end of the bat, and Holtorf over to first. Good, another ground ball to short. Holtorf to third, and sliding in safely. It was not a force play. Is Mitchell.
So that's another slow developing play that needs to go to first, though. Holtorf needs to A, charge this, but B,
even hit it over the wall.
First pitch swing into Williams, and that'll end it. Got Walsh to whiff at that. And there is the first strikeout.
She's been using that drop ball really effectively. This one, she's going to expand the zone.
The World Series. Erickson pops it up. Corby Otis off the glove of Mitchell and trickles out into right. And
First
a 2-out
hit.
base runner.
First hit for these Gators, too. This is what Texas has done a great job of keeping them off the bases.
Sends one the other way, and Maloney is under it. Here's Katie Bennett.
Maloney with those 14 hits.
Holtorf. Oh. She is struggling here the last couple innings. It's short. The one hopper, Walsh unable to scoop it.
Her throwing hand.
And a flare into foul territory, and Otis down to her backside to make the catch. 2 outs.
Just leave it to the outies to clean it up. Hit it out to left field. A great read.
We got a good old-fashioned pitcher's duel. A lot different than last year when these two teams saw each other in OKC. And that's lifted out to left and a base hit with a runner on board for Texas and Mia Scott. Batting close to 400 in her 3 trips to the Women's College World Series. For the Horns, Reese Atwood. A strikeout and a walk. There behind the plate.
Ball.
Called strike 3. They got her looking with 2 on. Big out and strikeout number 4 for Rothrock. In fact, just once when trailing after 4 innings, which is the case right now.
Try to get him to chase.
Williams does. It backs up. Scott. 2-1 to Cahalan. Kenley lifts that one out to Ashton Maloney. Nice backhand by Scott, and it is the second time she came up, and she puts a charge into that one. Falby at the wall, unable to keep it in the yard, and Jolie Mitchell with her second stinger of the game.
2 very different pitches, too. This is actually a much better pitch. Low and away.
It also is Mike's 8th World Series, 5 at Oregon, and now his 3rd time with the Longhorns. 8 are here. Ole Miss and Texas Tech for the very first time. Oklahoma is next against Tennessee. Stewart sends one opposite, and that one will leave the yard. Back to back for Texas.
And how about Katie Stewart going the opposite way? Her 16th home run of the year, gets herself an account and gets a pitch at 70 miles an hour that she could just drive out of the yard.
42 wins in a row when leading by 3+ runs. And so Ava Brown will come on for just her 3rd postseason appearance. Keegan Rothrock chased here in the 6th. There's a well-struck ball from Good out to left. And a base runner with nobody out on the heels of the back-to-back home runs from Mitchell and Stewart.
This is a pitch down in the zone. Rob Manfred, the commissioner of Major League Baseball, has announced that Major League Baseball will now be backing and partnering with the AUSL.
Nice.
That's awesome.
That will flare out to right from Hunter. 2 aboard. And Texas is really putting Florida in a tough spot. Bennett dropping it down, trying to put some pressure on the D. Scott, Maloney, Atwood, and Henry in order of batting average.
Another run off the board.
When Maloney gets hit by the pitch, and they are loaded for Caden Henry.
Tim Walton's going to ask if she was swinging. He just cleared that up right now.
13th trip for the Gators and head coach Tim Walton. A decade ago, they went back-to-back. 29 RBI on the season for Caden. To the right side, Williams tried to tag and does get the double play. So they first came to the World Series in 1998. That is the only time they have lost on opening day.
Groundouts to Mia Scott.
Scott reaches for it, snags it, and fires the first.
And Scott has been perfectly positioned against Falby all day long, and they have pitched to this corner knowing that this is where Falby goes.
That is where Tegan Cavan grew up, but she actually went to the same high school as Caitlin Clark. She did dip her toe in the basketball pool for a little bit.
To Mia Scott in this game.
Shoemaker and legs it out, safe at first. Let's see if it hit her outside the batter's box. No. Ground ball to short. They'll get one over to first. Mitchell with the stretch and a double play. All Longhorns so far in all 3 phases and a 3-0 lead.
Well, the defense
plays Saturday. Loser has to turn right around and play tomorrow night. Wood golfs that one out to left. Corby Otis, 3-2 pitch. Mitchell Holthorpe fighting the sun. But here come the big Gator bats, 4, 5, and 6. The Women's College World Series finals begin next Wednesday. Best 2 out of 3. Just the one strikeout. Erickson lifts that out to shallow left, and Stewart is there. Induces another roller. Is this the year, Michelle Smith, we return to the ace, the one arm that can carry a team all the way to a title? Fittingly to Scott at third, and a ground out to end it. 3-0 Texas, and they advance in the winner's bracket.